Good morning. All right. This video is the solo port for um, This Is a Move by Tasha Cobbs. And Italia, this is your part. I'm going to do two videos. One will be vocal, and the other will be to the music. I'm going to dissect it really slow. It's a lot of words she's saying within 1 minute and 29 seconds. However, the movement's not going to be as much. Very simple, but yet with the movements, I'm going to give you the foundation of what's needed. However, I would like to have you to push passion behind it, meaning behind it, ministry, as if you're speaking to somebody that is looking and is just desiring to have a move of God in their life. So I always tell the dancers, yes, I'll give you choreography. However, you got to make it your own and make it come to life. Pour the message out in the moves. The move is just the foundation of what you can do, but the final product should be an actual live passion and movement of what you're projecting the message of the song to be. All right, so the song starts out, and I'll be looking back and forth to my book. I got my book right here, so I won't forget the words. But the first words, when it first comes on, is every hand lifted in this room. So when you're coming out or wherever you're standing, go ahead and have your hand lifted because the music's going to come on. So every hand lifted in this room, and you're basically looking around, invoking people to lift their hands. You can do both. It's up to you. I do one, so it's your preference. But it's just something, every hand lifted in the room. And you're not just standing still, you're going to be, walking around just a little bit, just walk around, just invoking the people, every hand lifted in the room. And there's a little pause, so you got a moment to come down slowly. However, you can just get the timing. The next words say, we have our plans and our programs. And what I saw was after every hand's lifted in this room, and she says, we have our plans. Hit the word plans. And you can hit the word plan with either right or left hand. It doesn't matter. But one hand is out. It's like you're pointing at the people. Like you're showing them your plan that's in your hand. And then you're going to go to the opposite side and say, we have our programs. Okay? And after you do programs, the next word is but there is a glory that's in this room. And what you want to do here, you want to look up and around the room, spreading your hands above your head. So after, you have your plans and you have your programs, but there's a glory that's in this room that we need to honor. You're going to do honor here. And when you do honor, don't do it close to you. I always tell the dancers to do big moves. So when you do honor, do it in front of you. So it's like, see, look, there's honor in my hands. And remember facial expressions as well with your movements. Expressing that word with your facial. I know some people do word it. It's up to you how you want to do it. I express without moving my mouth, but then we do have dancers that sing it, so whichever you're more comfortable with. So after that, we must honor. The next words are, can we do this for the next 10 seconds or so? And now here, what you're going to do is, you're waving your hand, like, hey, can we do this? Or like this, oh, here it is, there it is. Can we do this for the next 10 seconds or so? And you can walk around with it, getting the people because you're asking them a question, okay? So just that one move with all those words. Can we do this for the next 10 seconds or so? You ask a question. Okay. And then from there, the next words is, I just need you to release your worship in this room. From there, can we do this for the next 10 seconds or so? And you're going to come down with your arms. And like, I just need you to release your worship. So you're telling the people to release. You gurgitate your worship up and release it in this room. After that, it says, I've been trying to shake it. So after I just need you to release your worship in this room, and then, so, I've been trying to shake it. Maybe just 3 times. I've been 1, 2, 3 big moves so people can see you. Not here, but 1, 2, 3. I've been trying to shake it, but there's something in my belly. They can do that. I'm not sure how many times, but we have to get the timing on the words, but it's multiple times. You can either go here or you can do one hand, but you want to go, there's something stirring in my belly. Okay. And then after that, you walk over towards Bishop area and you point at Bishop and you said, Pastor, before you said it, so it's like, Pastor, before you said it, act like you're texting. I was texting Kenny and I told him. And then from there, it goes to, I don't know what's going on with me. I feel this heaviness. And before you ever said it, so from here, when you drop heaviness, say, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel this heaviness. And before you come for the microphone. So after you drop heaviness, you're going to come up with the opposite hand, and as if you're on the microphone. Before you ever got on the microphone and said that, then you start texting again. So heaviness, and then your microphone, and then you're going to start texting again. I literally text him, and I said that, and you stop, and she says, and you walk off.
Who's going to the laundry?
I'm sorry. So literally, I literally text him, and I said that, and you stop your attention off of Bishop, and you go, and he's like, and you walk off into another area of the congregation, and you say, there's a breaking that's happening. So again, with that breaking, when you walk off, you got your hand here. You go, there's a breaking that's happening. And then from there, you're going to hit atmosphere. In the atmosphere, you're looking around. In the atmosphere. And it goes to, I don't know who this is for. And there you can go, you're looking for somebody. You're looking in the crowd. I don't know who this is for, but you are peculiar. So you find somebody in the audience and you point at them. And then she says, I don't know who's watching. You do it with the opposite hand and in the opposite direction of the audience. So I don't know who's watching, and then you find somebody. But you are peculiar and you are special. So you do opposite side because she says it twice. And then from there, and she says, and God wants to do something supernatural in your life. So you want to point out, and God wants to do something supernatural. Hold on, let me make sure that's it. In your life. Yes, that's it. So you want to flash it. So you point at God, and God wants to do something supernatural in your life. and you shake your head and agree, yes, he wants to do something supernatural, get serious with it. Start ministering, prophesying to somebody with with facial expression. And it goes to not tomorrow. So not tomorrow. You can point at any door in the church. It doesn't matter which one, whether it's over there by the ushers, whether it's one of the exits on the side, the ramp, the opposite side, wherever. But you want to cross out. Not tomorrow. You're going to, wherever you point, just point to a door. And then not next week. It's like, with that, not next week. Not next month. So you get an attitude, not next month. But he's doing it now. So you're gonna shift your body to one side of the church, the left or right side, whichever you're comfortable with first. But he's doing it now. I'm sorry, it says he's doing it today. So he's doing it today. And then you go to the opposite side. He's doing it right now. Okay? And she says, I need somebody in this room to open your mouth. So you're going to go 2 times. Like, come here. Like, I need somebody to open up your mouth. So come here 2 times. And about 3 times, open up your mouth. And you can have one hand on the hip, or you can just, I get the rocking girl. When I feel it, so it's whichever. But I want you to feel your the character, the passion, the attitude within that. How Tasha is releasing it. I want you to grab a hold of that, and show it. Release the message through your move. Okay, and so after that it says, don't wait on the worship leader. So wherever Minister B is, if he's there that day, or whoever's going to be leading worship that day, I want you to point out and point at the worship leader. And then it says, don't wait on the worship team. I want you to point at the altos. So point at the, turn your back towards the audience. That's okay on this one. Don't wait on the worship team, because I want them to see where you're pointing. As a matter of fact, when you turn your back, but you can be still talking to the people. Don't wait on the worship team. I need you to lift up your worship. So I need you to lift up your worship. Again, we're going to do come here 3 times. So I need you to lift up your worship. You're invoking the crowd to lift their worship up. And then she says, like you are standing in your car. So after I need you to lift up your worship. And you get strong, a strong stand. Like you standing in your house, just a simple stand. But make sure your stand is tall and strong. And then like you in your car. So like you in your car, you can do 1, 2, like you're in your car. And invoke the presence of God. So it's like invoke the presence of God. I mean, it's just something ugly. Like you're actually invoking. So it's like invoke the presence of God. From there, she says and the music gets higher. So your energy has to get higher. Make sure your energy stays with the momentum of the message, the music. So she says, we call on Jehovah Rapha. In this place, I think she says. No. We call on Jehovah Rapha. And seriously, we call on, just, invoke it. Passion. Big moves. The next one she says, we pull on the power of God in this place. So I know all the dancers on that move, we're going to the right. So looking at the video, it's my left. But you're right. We pull on the power of God in this place, in this room. So once you pull 3 times, that right there, you should be like, because that's the last of it. So you pull on like you can't pull, like you pulling the power of God from heaven, and you just, hey, and you know, you like you pull the power upon yourself, and it's like, oh my God, I can't contain it. So you can circle around and you move to your formation in the song, and that's when Greg comes in and do his solo. All right, I hope that helped. I hope that was understandable. Please let me know. I can recreate a new one if you like. But I will be creating a one to the music today. So I'll get that over to you. All right. Talk to you soon.